How's it? We're back. Part 2 of this El Cid walkthrough. Part 2 of this brother against brother scenario. And at the last part, if you did not remember, you know what we're doing? We were getting ready. No! Chillax, bro. You know what you're doing? You're drawing King Alfonso even closer to me. Oh, you better not attack them. I tell you what. You make a move towards that castle or my villagers, you're done. Because I need to be in range of that gate with some fletching, with some bodkin arrow, with whatever. But thankfully, it is only food, even though I have much more gold than I do in the way of food. So once we get the ability to continue to make more villagers, and obviously this will put my population limit at a greater level. I believe you can go all the way up to 100 in this scenario, which is quite surprising for a first scenario that does not involve the Huns. This is not a good place to go. This is not a good call. It's not a very good call. Alright. And what are these guys doing? Make sure your lumberjacks are over there. I recommend doing that opposed to right here, although you do have to build a lumber camp, and that's 100 wood down the drain. Is a little bit easier for you, and monitoring Alfonso. If you get a little close, that will draw Alfonso to you. Alright. Alright, so now we are in range of this gate, so we're going to slowly whittle this gate away. One thing that's good to do is, since your town center is not going to be your primary defender, have these guys chill back here. We can start working out, killing these villagers slowly but surely. That'll prevent them from getting all that stone right there and allow us to get any more stone that we may need or want to use. Pay attention, my friends. Hey, no! Get away from them! Off the villagers! Off the villagers! They're off limits! Off limits, person! Oh, you piece of crap. Piece of crap. Piece of crap. I'm gonna kill you, Mangonel. I'm gonna kill you any second now. Alright, fine. I'm sick and tired of you chasing me around. Go for the Mangonel. That is a good choice. So just keep killing these guys. A lot of skeletons forming. This is kind of how it is. It's going to be a revolving door of long swordsmen. Not a big deal, though. You continue to kill them. They're not that powerful. Send these archers out and be useful. Put them over here. And now keep creating your own villagers. You won't really need the town watch because we are in range right now. You can make it nonetheless if you want to get a further peek into their base. You might want to get ballistics too. It makes it a little bit easier for your villagers. Let's kill this bro. And once you get rid of this wall, you can throw some petards in there. Batting rams. I don't really care. Whatever's cheaper. Whatever's quicker. Take out this guard tower. Take out these barracks. And then you can move on over to the... Oh, you ready? Very nice. Have you work on this? No, work on the forge bushes right now. Get another guy up there, and once you have the opportunity, obviously get. Really? All right, so that guy's done already. This is probably not in range of these guard towers. Definitely not. So we're gonna work on this mining camp right now. That's nice. You can bring these long swordsmen out here as well, and bring these monks over here. You got 6 of them. They can be useful. They can be very useful if you need to convert some of their units. If you think that's necessary. Whatever your take on things is. Don't let these guys get too close to your long swordsman, though. It's not necessary. You can kill these villagers as well. Goodbye. And like I said on the first part, it'll probably end up taking about 2 parts, I would say. And you can have these monks slowly heal you. It is important. No. All right, you're gonna stand your ground. Okay, you're gonna stand your ground. I don't need you chasing down mining camps. Honestly, I don't. So keep getting villagers out. Food is the most important thing at this point because we're lacking that. Gold's not a big deal because we have 4 relics. Count Berenger style. That guy's going to be a pain, and of course he's purple. Alright, so as you've noticed, I've started Pokemon Blue as well, so hopefully you're enjoying what you can out of that. I have explained why I'm doing Pokemon Blue some other time, so if you're not you don't branch over from this walkthrough to my Pokemon walkthroughs, you can check out that as well if you're interested in Pokemon, and if you're aware that I did Pokemon Yellow previously, I explain why I'm doing Pokemon Blue now. I'm not gonna delve into it at this point just because I don't want to bore you guys with that. All right, so we're obviously situated. I'm gonna go ahead and build a dock right now, just because if you haven't noticed, fishing ships don't cost any. They don't cost any food, so you can get a food source right there with not having to expend some more food, so we can save up a little bit. And we have plenty in terms of population limit, so it's not a big deal. And we're just going to be nice and patient right now. Obviously, Petards are going to cost a lot of food, so that's why this food source is important to get. Fishing ships right off the bat. Had them right there, and you can have this person working on this forage bush. So this is our next technology, either this or bodkin arrow. And obviously we cannot go to the Imperial Age, so you're just going to have to wait out here for a little bit. And King Sancho is being the nice decoy that he is, but too bad his army is dwindling, and all that remains are 2 knights. One of them that probably sadly, 2 of his units sadly lost to El Cid the Conquistador. I'm surprised Sancho would throw a guy out in the fray like that, but maybe he's making wary decisions, understanding that his brother is going to assassinate him after this scenario. Sorry, Sancho, you're yellow. I was yellow last time. There's only a long enough reign for 1 yellow person at a time. Big Bird. Big Bird and the Huns. I'm sorry. Okay, so wheelbarrow time. I believe that affects your fishing ships. If not, please pardon me. And no, I did not say fish and chips. It was definitely fish and ships. Fishing ships. Okay. Correct pronunciation right there. So not much you can do right now. You can get a little picture of what it looks like over the castle if you really wanted to. You don't need to, though. And like I said about their initial army, they will send out scouts as their initial army for a while. They will go into this heavily infested guard tower and castle area and die and have a very short life, so don't worry about them too much. As far as university upgrades, not big problem, or not a big problem, excuse me, not big usage left in them. Wheelbarrow complete. Handcart is a nice thing to have, but that's pretty far along, so I'm not going to delve into that. And you don't even need to get bodkin arrow anymore at this point. So what you can do, pump out a couple more villagers. I would say 3 would be good. You don't have to worry about gold at all. You can let King Sancho do his magic there, and just wait until you get some more petards. You can build like an archery range and get some skirmishers out and put them in here and have them replace the Conquistadors if you'd really want to. But this castle will be a stronghold for you for a while. And where are these guys going? Oh yeah, they're going to the forage bushes. Good call, good call. Alright, so food, most important source right now. Once you get enough food, gathering units. We have 4 fishing ships and 5 foragers, so that should be enough in terms of food gathering. And those guys are next on our list. So what we can do right now is we're going to send all the Conquistadors that we can out, and we're going to rush them right there. We put these archers back in the castle. Monk style. Whoa, that's a lot of units. That's a lot of units. That's a lot of long swordsmen. Bring them back to the castle. Bring them back to the castle. Have castle kill the long swordsman, please. That was very interesting. I didn't realize they had that big of a pile of long swordsmen in there. So you can be a little bit more patient than that, I guess. Now we have enough. We can get enough petards going. You know, I'm just gonna chill back here for a while. That was kind of a little bit jumping the gun for me. I jumped the gun a little bit. I'm not gonna lie on that part. Alright, so knights, you don't need to be in a castle. I hope you realize that, but you're just not worthy of a castle. You don't provide anything for me in terms of arrows. One thing I wanted to bring up, though, is that you're probably thinking with that castle that I was building, be like, wow, that might be a little bit risky. You might not be able to get that castle built. What is this? This is a monk? You don't need to be in there, sorry. But the one thing that's really nice about the Spaniards playing as a Spanish is that they do have the ability to build buildings 30% faster, although that negates the treadmill crane, which is a 20% increase. That's still quite a bit. So now that we are done with the forage bushes, we can branch off into the farms. Obviously, don't be fooled by some of these scattered farms. They really don't mean anything. And you can go for some wood now. So I recommend building a lumber camp over here. This is a good source of wood. You can get those deers right there if you'd really like to. But Sancho and Alfonso really take advantage of that. Alright, so next thing to do, keep churning out the petards in the castle. You got your archers in there, Conquistador, What's this? A pikeman. Don't need him. You can keep your conquistadors in there for right now. You can get herbal medicine. I don't believe I had that, but which is nice. I was complaining about that in my other part. That heals your units in the hunt campaign. Excuse me. That heals your units. 4 times faster, which is a great help, especially in scenarios where you're bouncing back and forth between fighting and not fighting. Alright, so get as many petards out as you can. I'd say 5 is enough to take down 1 guard tower, I would say. But with 2, it might be a little dicey. So you can bring about how many you have at the start right here. 5 should take down 1 guard tower. You can throw a little decoy in there. It's not a big deal if I don't make a big explosion and big bang right off the bat. There goes the first one, and probably 2 more petards will take down that guard tower. Obviously, we're inside of King Alfonso's castle now, so we'll get there. And you're probably getting sick of the petards. I know, I understand. I would be too. But it's just kind of working right now. You got to go with the flow. You got to go with what is working. So I'm going to stick with that. I could go with the battering rams for sure, since I have plenty of food and gold. So I might do that to spice it up. I'll start building a siege workshop for you. Because I don't know, maybe I might pull a battering ram out there or 2. Make it a little more entertaining next time around. Since I'm running out of food too, might as well not. It's not really a bad thing. That's not a bad call. So I'm going to buy some food. Help me out in the petard category. But with these guard towers gone, it's a short walk over to the castle. And I was saying this to one of my viewers. I was like, as you're growing up as a petard, I don't really know how you get in that situation. I'm thinking they're probably slaves that were not expected to do much in that society. So they were belittled, and they were given the opportunity to be a petard and kill themselves. I'm thinking, how do you get life insurance? I mean, you list that as your occupation. Life insurance going through the roof right there. I don't know how you're getting yourself life insurance. That's not a very settling situation to be in. Alright, so enough of that talk. Enough of the insurance talk to bore you to sleep. We're going to put Elcid in there and get that farm taken care of. And I'm going to rush this castle in a couple seconds once I get these battering rams together and as many petards as I can get up. So before that should be good. But with all these units, I don't know if they have. I believe they have murder holes. But you never know. They could pull a Exile of the Cid scenario 3 on you. King Alfonso's castle, no murder holes. So that's quite a gift. But I mean, the 2 Teutons, whatever, love it. Salivating, not foaming at the mouth, definitely salivating at the mouth about their murder holes automatically being given to you. All right, so you can get those monks out of here. Knight, where are you turning that out of? And you'd be surprised. They have so many scorpions out there. You're just questioning yourself. You're like, why aren't you using the scorpions? Like, why? I mean, you have an aversion to scorpions or something like that? I recommend separating these units now. You can bring these conquistadors separately. No big deal if you lose these units. Send this knight over here. Long swordsman as well. You got all these guys in here. You make sure El Cid goes back in the castle. You can send them all at the castle now. Those battering rams will help you out greatly, immensely, whatever you want to describe it as. And you can kill this long swordsman with one of these knights if you want to get them off your back, and hopefully they don't go for your battering ram. So they do have murder holes, not a big deal though. Just make sure you keep sending the petards at them. You can bring this monk over here as well. Make sure the battering rams are getting in range too, and they shouldn't have redemption. So even if they do convert some of your units, get those petards in the mix. Let's go! Boom! I want to see some explosions. This is looking good. It's looking good. Alright, so I'm done with you, Alfonso.
Since you leave me no choice, I will ride back with you to see him.
I like it. So we got to bring Alfonso out of this place. Alright, so now we're in neutral. Get off my back, Scorpion. I know you got a lot of them. I don't need to see you in my base anymore. Get out of here, you fast son of a mother. Thank you, I'm ally. Don't have to worry about you jumping on my back now. Alright, so Alfonso is going to skedaddle his potbelly over here. We're going to get him with El Cid, and we got to bring it to the tournament grounds over here in King Sancho's base. And unfortunately, now with all this map revealed and so many opportunities for this map, it's a great map design with the rivers running through, with these castle designs. Scorpion overload. Simmer down now, alright? You got enough scorpions to last you a lifetime. When'd you win the sweepstakes for scorpions? Jeez. What a waste of a pond right there as well. If they start building galleys, I'm going to puke on myself. I'm like, really? Get a better usage of your river and or your units. And that is it for the brother against brother scenario. The first scenario in the El Cid campaign, not too difficult at all. It was only 2 videos. I expected it to be 3, and that's a good start considering the Scourge of God, I believe, was 7 parts, and that's a lot. But now we're going with 20-minute vids, so it's all good. That's it for part 1. Now objectives has changed. I don't know if there's any more voiceover-ish action going on. You are victorious, and I think there's enough time to watch the cutscene, so I'll let you guys watch that and probably end this second part, excuse me.
Although the Cid defeated Alfonso's army in combat, the sly king knew there were more devious ways to win a war. Alfonso lured his brother King Sancho to a secret conference below the city walls of Zamora and had him assassinated in the night. With the death of his brother, Alfonso became king of both Leon and Castile, the most powerful king in Christian Spain. The Cid could not trust King Alfonso, yet he was sworn to serve his king, and that man was now Alfonso. The Cid forced King Alfonso to swear an oath upon sacred relics that he had nothing to do with Sancho's death. Before his army and his court, a nervous Alfonso did make his declaration. In so doing, the Cid helped to cement Alfonso's claim as king in the hearts of the people, for they so trusted the Cid. King Alfonso did not recognize that the Cid had done him a service. Instead, Alfonso held a grudge against the man who was the greatest of his knights for ever doubting him. Alfonso also was jealous and suspicious of the Cid's popularity with the soldiers and the common man. He sent the Cid into dangerous battle again and again, but always the Cid emerged victorious.
Alright, so I'm feeling a family counselor going on. I mean, seriously? Killing each other. A lot of things are going pretty tense in the Spanish kingdom, so to speak, or however you want to call it, in Spain at this time. Anyways, take a look at the stats real quick, as I usually do, customarily do after the scenario cutscene. 92 units killed, wimpy battle. Sorry, just is. Relic gold. Where is it? I want to see the society stats. There we go, beautiful. But he does have a relic too, as well. So don't think you're the only one with a relic, because I believe you can get a relic victory if you go into his base, and he has a monastery by one of the rivers, and you can get that other relic. So that is it for this second part to the brother against brother scenario and El Cid campaign. So I'll see you guys next time, taking on, what is it, enemy of my enemy, I believe, which is an interesting scenario with a city that is just tie-dyed with all sorts of colors. So we're going to figure that out later. Thanks for watching this part. I'll see you guys next time.